Hello, welcome back to the channel Disc and Deals coverage. My name's Lucas, and you're watching the Disc and Deals 10-minute tournament wrap-up. It's already the second week of tournaments. No major tournaments have been happening, but Shelly Sharpe is this week, and when Shelly Sharpe starts happening, that's when I feel like the tournament season is getting underway. We're going to look at that tournament and many others, plus a little bit of sponsorship talk here in this episode. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Let's jump into it. There were 71 total PDGA tournaments on the calendar. We're not going to look at a lot of those, but we are going to call out a few highlights from some of these tournaments. There were a multitude of C tiers, but we're not going to look at any of those. We're going to jump right into B tier action and look at some of these tournaments and look at some of the top pros playing in these fields. Let's travel to North Fort Myers, Florida for the Southwest Florida Open. Top pros in attendance for this one was Albert Tom, number 54 in the world, Luke Sampson, and Maria Oliva, who was the 26th rated woman in the world. There was no FPO, so she went ahead and played MPO, which I think is really awesome. And looking here at the results, it looks like Albert Tom is going to get his second victory already this season with a 4-stroke victory over Luke Sampson. And then you can also see Maria Oliva finish 7th in a field of 13. And looking at Albert Tom's scorecard for the final round and for his tournament weekend, he shot 1030 rated golf and again got his second victory of the young season in as many weeks. Let's jump over to Kinston, North Carolina for the King's Cup 19. Where we had number 91 in the world, Nathan Queen, and Michael Johansson in the field for this one. And look at that final round. Michael Jort shoots a 10 down to tie Nathan Queen at the top and go into a playoff. Anytime you're talking playoffs, it gets a little bit more exciting. And in this playoff, on the very first hole of this playoff, Michael Jort is able to take down the victory. So congratulations to you, Michael. You were definitely the underdog in this story, and it's always nice to see someone that typically doesn't win, although I do love Nathan Queen very much. In Terrell, Texas, this weekend we had the Hideaway Open. In attendance for this one was 37th rated Chandler Kramer, 41st rated Emerson Keith, and 67th rated Robert Burridge. And after things shook out, it looks like none of those top 3 pros ended up getting the victory. But we have Mason Marchbanks with the victory, his first of the season, as he is going to be crowned the 2024 Hideaway Champion. Marchbanks shot 1047 rated disc golf for the weekend. Congratulations, Mr. Marchbanks, on the victory. In Sarasota, Florida, we had the Figgins Open 4.0. In attendance was 74 rated Silas Schultz, as well as Randon Latta. And take a look at this. You have Benjamin Stimmen playing spoiler against some of those higher rated fellas. Congratulations to you, Ben. And congratulations on your 1040 rated weekend and a 1047 rated final round to go ahead and take that down. Let's talk a little international disc golf. We got a B tier in Taipei City, Taiwan, where in attendance you have one of the highest rated players in the world, Manabu, along with Philo Brathwaite. And looking at these scores, there you have it. Manabu takes down the victory. Congratulations. What I'm interested to look at is this scorecard. Shooting 1044 for the weekend. And then if you look at this scorecard and look at some of the pars, I'm just trying to kind of figure out, did he play extremely well or is this extremely, extremely soft? And I don't know the answer. I know he came and played some tournaments here in the U.S. last year and didn't really make any stir at all. But to shoot what he did and the rating he did over there, is he just more comfortable there? Or is it soft? Or, I don't know. You tell me the answer, because I'm unsure. Regardless, it's a victory in his first of the year, so congratulations. In Stuart, Florida, we had the Martin County Open. In attendance for this one was Gavin Rathbun, who recently left Discraft, and I don't think he's named a sponsor as of yet. Currently, he is the 84th rated player in the world. In attendance for this one as well, on the FPO side, were the Lens twins. Let's actually start there with them. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if the other two they were playing with decided not to play or if it was just a final two. There was only a FPO field of 4 players anyway. Congratulations to Morgan, who shot a 980 final round to beat her sister by 4, and 966 overall for the weekend. Pretty good disc golf. And on the MPO side of things, Gavin Rathbun takes it down, getting his very first victory on the season, shooting 10 down his final round, 2-stroke win. And although there was only 15 in the field for the MPO side, Gavin was able to shoot 1027 the last round and 1020 rated for the tournament. I'm still interested to know if he's going to end up going unsponsored this year or if he is going to get a sponsor. I'm surprised he's not sponsored yet. He's got a lot of game. I know last year with Dynamic wasn't an amazing year. Wasn't he injured? I can't remember if that was last year or the year before. Regardless, I'm interested to see how that plays out with him. Before we jump into the A tiers, let's take a quick peek at some sponsorship changes this week. Some you've definitely heard about, some may have gone under the radar. Let's take a peek at that now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know the biggest news in disc sports has been the talk of Gannon Buhr going to Discmania and Eagle McMahon signing with MVP. Two of the biggest players in the sports signing with different companies. I'm excited to see how the season shakes out. What you may have not heard of and may have flew under the radar was Alden Harris, Gannon Buhr's buddy, also signed with Discmania. Castoplast doing a little work and getting number 32 rated player in the world, Jesse Niemanen, who left Dynamic Discs recently. And maybe one of the most underrated disc golf manufacturers and teams put together a very impressive list of people they signed just recently, and that's DGA. We all know that DGA has Katrina Allen, Cole Redolin, Andrew Marweed, but just recently, they have now signed the 40th rated player in the world, Sullivan Tipton, as well as last year's DDO champion, Parker Welk. Super excited to see what the men's side of the team does, but they didn't stop there. They also signed 2 other females. They signed Macy Villa-Diaz, which we thought she was going to stay unsponsored for the rest of the year. She goes Team GGA. And then I think the biggest pickup for DGA was young superstar Ellie Mittling, who I think is going to have a phenomenal year and is going to get to tour full-time thanks to DGA. And let's see how she does, but I predict big things for her and her future. Not to mention that DGA also has on their not top team Tristan Tanner, who I think's quite a wild card and can always make a stir with all of his skill. A pretty underrated but extremely solid team. All right, let's jump back into the tournament recap and look at our single A tier of the week. Let's talk Shelly Sharpe Memorial, Scottsdale, Arizona. This is always covered by Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, so if you don't want spoilers, feel free to go ahead and take a peek at that coverage. It's already up on his channel. You might have to wait for the final round, but regardless, we're going to talk about this one. 60 in the field for the MPO and 12 in the field for the FPO. Some of the stars in the field include Aaron Gossage, Anthony Barella, last year's champion Andrew Marweed, Drew Gibson in his first tournament back in quite some time as he was out all of last year. You have DDO champion Parker Welk with his new sponsor DGA that we just talked about. On the women's side, you have the best putter in the world, maybe on the male and female side, in Owen Scoggins. You also have the long distance bomber in Jennifer Allen. So it's going to be exciting to see the women's side of things as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the women's side of things. And as you can see here, Owen Scoggins with a 2-stroke victory over Jennifer Allen, as she gets her first victory of the year and is crowned the 2024 Shelly Sharpe Memorial FPO champion. And if you take a look at these scorecards, wow, the rest of the field didn't stand a chance. It was the Own and Jen Allen show. Looking at her best round of the tournament, it was her first round and she came out swinging, shooting 10-17 rated and 11 down for the round, and shooting 988 overall for the tournament. What a fantastic way to start the year. That's got to really boost the confidence, not that she needed any boost to begin with, as she is the greatest putter on earth. And the MPO side of things got very, very interesting. Going into the final round, Anthony Barella had a 4-stroke lead on the field. Parker Welk and Peter Green in second. AB looking to go wire-to-wire winner. But take a look at this final round by Parker Welk, shooting 10 down to tie AB at the top and force a playoff. Going into hole 18, they were tied. They both parred the hole, and the playoff happened. Hole 1, they push. They go on to the next one, and on the second hole of the playoff, Parker Welk emerges victorious. What an amazing tournament. I love that disc golf is here. Let's look at Parker's final round. Look at that 10 down. It was 1070 rated. He absolutely shredded the course. And both AB and Parker were able to shoot 1050 rated golf for the weekend. Oh, it's so exciting. Disc golf is back. And congratulations to Parker for the victory. And that's a DGA win as well. And that is our tournament wrap up for week 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. I asked quite a few questions in there. Would love to get your engagement in the comments below. Be sure to check out some of the other content on the channel. There's more than just these updates. Lots of different disc golf to watch as well. Thank you so much for watching though. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye now.